Once upon a time, in the quiet hills of ancient India, there lived a humble potter named Arjun. He was a kind man, but his heart was heavy with sorrow. Years of hardship had dulled his spirit. His wife had passed away. His son had left for a distant city in search of work, and never returned. And the village mocked him for his poverty and silence. Every morning, Arjun would sit beneath a large banyan tree near his hut and ask, aloud to the skies, "Why is life so painful? What have I done to deserve such suffering?" He no longer believed in joy, in hope, or in beauty. His world had become gray. The arrival of a stranger. One morning, as the sun rose and painted the sky with soft gold, a gentle breeze carried the sound of footsteps. A serene-looking monk in a saffron robe, with eyes as still as a quiet lake, approached Arjun and sat beside him. "May I rest under your tree for a while, kind man?" the monk asked. Arjun nodded. "This tree welcomes everyone, but don't expect happiness here. Life is too cruel." The monk smiled warmly. "I see. And yet, today is beautiful, isn't it?" Arjun scoffed. "Beautiful? What's beautiful about it? I wake up to loneliness. I eat stale bread. My joints ache. And still, you call it beautiful?" The monk replied softly, "Let me tell you a story I once heard from the Buddha himself. Will you listen?" Arjun, weary and curious, nodded. The Buddha and the Weeping Woman. Once, many years ago, the Buddha arrived at a village where a woman named Kisa Gotami had lost her only son. Blinded by grief, she ran from house to house with the lifeless child in her arms, begging anyone to bring him back to life. People turned away, pitying her. Finally, a kind neighbor said, "Go to the Buddha. Maybe he can help." She ran to him, eyes wild. "Please, master," she cried, "bring my son back. You can perform miracles. I've heard the stories." The Buddha looked at her gently. "Yes, I can help. But first, bring me a handful of mustard seeds." She blinked in hope. "Mustard seeds? That's all?" "Yes," said the Buddha, "but from a house where no one has ever lost a loved one." Kisa Gotami rushed to the village, knocking on every door. Each family gave her mustard seeds, but when she asked, "Has anyone in your family died?" the answer was always yes. A mother, a brother, grandfather, child. At the end of the day, Kisa Gotami sat by the Buddha again, her arms empty. "I understand now," she whispered. "Death is not mine alone. It touches every home." The Buddha said, "Suffering is a part of life, but when we see it as part of the whole, compassion arises. And through compassion, peace blossoms." The truth of one day. As the monk finished the story, Arjun's eyes welled with tears. "So, even pain connects us all?" The monk nodded. "Indeed, life carries sorrow, but not forever. Even the heaviest rain clears to reveal the sun." He then pointed to a small flower growing from a crack in the stone near the tree. "See that flower? It blooms today, just today. Its life is short, but for today, it smiles at the sun, dances in the breeze, and shares its fragrance freely. Life is so beautiful one day, Arjun, but we miss it while clinging to yesterday's wounds or fearing tomorrow's storms." A small transformation. Arjun was silent for a long while. The monk rose to leave, but before he did, he placed a small string of beads in Arjun's hand. "Each morning, count one bead and say aloud, 'Today is a gift. I shall see its beauty.' That's all." Arjun nodded slowly. For the first time in years, he smiled. From that day forward, Arjun still sat beneath the banyan tree, but not with despair. He watched the sunrises. He fed birds. He repaired broken pots for his neighbors, smiling softly as children played nearby. And one day, he said to a traveler passing through the village, "Life is so beautiful one day at a time."